and what it truly means to understand the Constitution and our founding fathers. So I sort of took that idea, took it to the steering committee, and they were very encouraging. I think it was because I was going to do all the work, but they sort of all jumped on and said, yes, let's do it. And that was a great way to get started. And then the next phase that came in was, okay, now how are we going to fund the scholarship? And I want to thank everyone that's out here tonight and anyone who's been part of the Roof Garden Patriots, because without your support each and every meeting, this really could not have happened. It was through your generous contributions that we're able to make these scholarships available to our area students tonight. And it was a little bit different because it was the very first time that we tried this, and so to get it put together and then get it out to all the schools, that the schools actually were willing to let the seniors know that this scholarship existed, was a little bit difficult. But it was the first year. We put it in the newspaper. Matter of fact, one of the individuals tonight is a homeschooled student, which I thought was fantastic, that he had the ability to possibly look in the newspaper and see that it was out there and take advantage of it. And I can't thank each of these young men that won these scholarships tonight. I can't thank them enough for taking the time and the opportunity to actually complete this. It was a little bit of an undertaking, and I think they did quite well. I put together a committee that actually reviewed these, and after they reviewed them, they selected the 3 winners, and I think they did a great job. I know when I sat down and actually looked at them, I had them a little bit different, but I wasn't too far off. So I think we were all thinking the same thing. So with all that being said, I would like to introduce the 3rd place winner is Tanner Nicolo. I told Tanner whenever he came in, I had an opportunity. I didn't actually go up and meet him, but I had an opportunity to see him. At our company where I'm working, we were putting in all of our new lights, and someone pointed at me and said, that guy over there delivering all those lights is Tanner. So he was helping the electric guys put all the lights in. So I can't thank you enough, Tanner. We can see real well. 2nd place went to James Ladshaw. Now the 1st place winner, we expect a little bit more out of a 1st place winner. So when Adam comes up here, we're going to ask Adam to read what he submitted and what was the winning essay submitted to the Roof Garden Patriots. So 1st place goes to Adam Kmet.
Well, first of all, big thank you to the Roof Garden Patriots for putting up the scholarship. It means a lot because I know college is going to be expensive. It's only going to get worse too. Without further ado, I guess I'll start. This is not too intimidating of a crowd. So. The strength of the Constitution lies in the will of the people to defend it, is a remarkable quote from Thomas Edison. The inventor of the light bulb brought great technological innovation to America. Today it seems we can't get away from technology or modern day innovations. Modern day Americans have cars, television, computers, and cell phones. When the brave patriots who fought for this nation went to war, they did so without modern day military technology, such as automatic weapons, tanks, or nuclear bombs. Nonetheless, Americans living during the nation's revolution and those of today have something in common. Both have the desire for an efficient and effective limited government that respects their rights as human beings and allows for the opportunity to live out the meaning of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Since its founding in 1776, America has weathered much change. However, despite all that has changed in the world, the American Constitution has held strong for over 220 years. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It is the foundation for the legal authority our government has today. In spite of the fact it was signed in 1787, the Constitution only has 27 amendments, 10 of which came immediately after its ratification. The Constitution is undoubtedly the most important document in our government today. Its protections and safeguards are values that I hold near and dear in my heart. The right to freedom of speech allows me to write this essay openly and honestly. The right to assembly allows groups like the Roof Garden Patriots to gather peacefully with goals that are beneficial to the surrounding community. By allowing for freedom of religion, I know I can worship every Sunday safely and not be incarcerated for my beliefs. Freedom of the press is necessary to keep the electorate informed, while the right to petition keeps our government in check. The right to bear arms allows citizens the opportunity to own a gun and use it for self-defense and hunting. Just this past November, I exercised my right to vote as an 18-year-old citizen. The basic rights that have been granted through the Constitution to Americans were unprecedented at the time of their passage and still shine as a beacon of liberty today. That is why the Constitution is so important to me. I've been blessed with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I have been granted so many rights, not because I'm a perfect human being, but because I am a part of God's creation. I have been allowed the privilege to live my life carrying out these unalienable rights, and for that, I am eternally thankful. In many ways, a large part of the thanks is a credit to a man who was unanimously elected to preside as president over the Constitutional Convention, George Washington. As the president of the convention, he oversaw the remarkable debates which took place on how our government should be designed. Directing the discussion, he proved his worthiness as a leader. Furthermore, when Washington was elected to be the first president, he set up many important precedents. A simple example of this was Washington's response to being called "Your Highness." Upon hearing this, Washington corrected that person, remarking that he was the president, not a king, and wanted to be treated as such. In doing so, Washington exercised restraint as a chief executive, an ideal which is the cornerstone of our Constitution. George Washington is called the father of our country for a reason. Without him, America might not have won the Revolutionary War, had successful leadership at the Constitutional Convention, or established the limited power of the presidency. His love for America and the principles of the Constitution continue to leave a lasting impact on the nation today. The United States Constitution has withstood the test of time. Despite all the changes America has weathered since its birth, the Constitution has stood strong as a basis for our government. Its system of checks and balances keeps the government's power limited and safeguards citizens' rights. Sometimes legislatures need reminded of this. So that is why the Constitution was read aloud after the opening session of Congress this past year. Without a Constitution, any president, Congress, or Supreme Court could take away our rights. I am truly fortunate to live in the greatest country in the world. For that, I am eternally grateful for my Constitution, our Constitution. As challenges arise, I will fight to defend the Constitution. Time will pass quickly. High school and college will go by fast. Hopefully, I'll be fortunate enough to raise a family and have a successful career. Everything in my future may not be clear today, but one thing is, as my life journey continues, the Constitution's principles and rights will be my foundation, right alongside me through every challenging crisis I face as an American.